Ipswich Town will face Lincoln City at Portman Road in the first round of the FA Cup, looking to put a wrong this weekend. The last time the two faced off, in January 2017, it was a Championship v National League clash, with Tom Lawrence scoring a brace to rescue a home draw. But in the replay, Town were embarrassed live on BBC One thanks to a dramatic Nathan Arnold last-minute winner at Sisselbank. In truth, it was the beginning of the end for Mick McCarthy. So ahead of the rematch on Saturday, let's look back at the team which lost at Lincoln almost 3 years ago. In goal that day we had Dean Gherkin, who was in his 4th season at Portman Road, but played just 5 games that campaign. Gherkin made over 100 appearances during his 6 seasons at the Blues, and he was released at the end of the 2018-19 season, and he's now back at his first club, Colchester United. That night the Blues were playing wing-backs, with Josh Emmanuel playing on the right. He made just 29 appearances during his time at Portman Road, and his career at Town never really got going. He had loan spells at Crawley, Rotherham and Shrewsbury Town, before he left Town on deadline day 2019 to join League One crisis club Bolton. One of the just 2 players still at Town from this team is of course club captain Luke Chambers. He has made more than 300 appearances for the club, but last season he suffered relegation to the Championship with the Blues. Next we had Paul Digby, and what a disaster he was. He made just 12 appearances during his short spell at Town, before leaving the club to join Mansfield Town in May 2017. Diggers, as McCarthy called him, is now at Stevenage after a season with Forest Green Rovers. Christoph Berra was the final defender that night, playing what was his final season at Town, after making 185 appearances for the Blues. He returned to Scotland to join his hometown club Hearts, where he's now playing his 3rd season in the Scottish top flight at the age of 34. Playing left wing back that night we had Jonas Knudsen, who's in his 2nd season at Portman Road. He made over 150 appearances during his time at the club and was part of the team who suffered relegation to League One last season. Mad Dog is now playing a top flight in Sweden for Malmo. The first of the 3 midfielders was Grant Ward, who was in his 1st season at Portman Road. After scoring a hat-trick on his debut against Barnsley, big things were expected from the former Spurs man, but unfortunately he didn't have the impact we hoped for. He made just shy of 100 appearances for the Blues for suffering a serious knee injury last season, running him out for a year. He's released by Town at the end of last season, but Ward is still at the club while he recovers from his injury, and his career at the Blues may not just be over just yet. Next we had Jonathan Douglas, Dougie, a player who made such an impact at Brentford and was such an exciting signing for Town in the summer of 2015. But sadly he didn't hit the heights when he joined Town, making 62 appearances during his 2 seasons at Portman Road, with his last being a forgettable one. He's not found another club since leaving Town in the summer 2017, and he's now 37. Cole Scouse was the final midfielder that day, and he's the only other player from that start 11 still at the club. The veteran midfielder is now in his 7th season at Portman Road, and has made more than 250 appearances for the Blues. He's been one of the key players for Paul Lambert's side in League One this season. First up front we had Tom Lawrence, who many would say was the only bright spark of Town's 2016-17 season and scored the 2 goals to send this tie to a replay. He scored 11 goals in 36 games during his loan spell from Leicester City, after which he won a move to Derby County in the summer of 2017. Lawrence has since made the headlines for the wrong reasons, as in September this year he pleaded guilty to drink driving after he and his teammate Mason Bennett crashed into each other and injured club captain Richard Keogh following a team night out. And finally up front we had Leon Best. Now what a shamble he was. Many Town fans would say he's the worst striker we've had in the last decade, and played the last of his 12 games for Town in this cup defeat. He was released by Town at the end of the 2016-17 season and had a brief spell at Charlton, but is now without a club. So there you go. Let's hope for a better showing this weekend. Let us know your score predictions below.